road that morning on our way to Chino Hills, California, and made our first stop at Roy's Motel Cafe in Amboy, California. This was a neat place to stop. Seemed pretty vacant and had lots of space to park the cars. Great opportunity for some pictures. It was here that we met a popular automotive journalist who wanted to take some pictures and video footage of the cars. Being that he wanted video of the cars on the road, he needed someone to drive his rental 2018 Kona Blue Mustang GT while he took the video. My dad stepped up and volunteered with a smile on his face. We would then depart Roy's on our way to our next stop at the Ludlow Cafe. Small and quaint, but we didn't stay long. After waiting for a train to pass in the middle of nowhere, California, we then ventured to the Baghdad Cafe. At some point on the way to the cafe, I had accidentally found myself on an adventure following driver David Midgley. While the group had taken the original Route 66, we somehow ended up on I-40. I used the opportunity to get ahead and try to get a count of the cars. The group probably thought I was a carefully placed cop up ahead of them, just waiting for someone to slip up. Or maybe not. They may have been used to seeing the Marauder by then. After rejoining the pack, we made it to the Baghdad Cafe. Unfortunately, my dad had been driving that Mustang since Roy's, so I haven't been able to get any more on-the-road footage. After some stressful traffic-packed driving, we started filtering into the Los Angeles area. The first stop was at the Wigwam Motel in San Bernardino. We got to tour one of the rooms and it was super cool, if not extremely cramped. Our next stop would be one of the most memorable parts of the entire trip. Although there were 2 more destinations scheduled for the day, there was also a private screening of Bullitt being shown at a movie theater in Chino Hills. Dad and I decided we wanted to check into the hotel and get to the theater before it started. We got there just in time. The theater was packed. Come to find out, even Steve McQueen's first wife, Neil, was in attendance that evening and shared a few words with the audience. That was truly special. After the movie, the Hoondog crew hosted a raffle in the Ayers Hotel banquet room. But before we began, the driver of that awesomely blue Shelby, Treva Gonzalez, took a moment to acknowledge and thank Paul and Charles for their leadership during the week-long event.
I just want to say, I know he makes it look really easy, but it's not an easy job having 40 to 50 cars following you around, and I just want to thank him for everything he does. It's not easy, trust me. Thank God he's orange, not green, right? And Charles for all the maps and everything he does, and we wouldn't do this if it wasn't for you guys. You are why we do this. Sure. It's true for me. I wouldn't do this if it wasn't for all of you guys, and I'm just really grateful for my Bullitt family.
We also had a little surprise in store for some lucky members.
Something happened this past week, and somebody had a birthday. Now, it wasn't just a regular birthday. They may have turned like a monumental birthday, like, I don't know, maybe 50. So, to our good friend Cole from Ford, we want to wish him a happy birthday.
There's another birthday.
Yes.
Wanda.
She
didn't tell us.
We're not going to tell us. Don't worry about it. Happy birthday and go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mama. Happy birthday to you.
Finally, it was raffle time. There were hundreds of items on the table up for grabs if you were lucky enough to win. And the best part is, all the proceeds went to various Hoondog charities, including JDRF, Make-A-Wish Michigan, and Boys Republic. There were plenty of different things to choose from, including posters, model cars, and metal signs, just to name a few. Even I won an item or two.
4130.
Okay, I might have won like 6 times. Needless to say, it was pretty fun. To finish the night, Paul would present 2 of their annual awards to 2 well-deserving Bullitt heads.
First one is the Cardone Lindbergh Award. And Fred Cardone used to do a lot for the Bullitt community many years ago and tragically passed away. And Mr. Lindbergh there was an engineer at Ford who was very instrumental in the Bullitt, as well as having his own Bullitt, which he tracked, and he too tragically died very young. So we created the Lindbergh Cardone Award, Cardone Lindbergh Award, and it basically goes to the person who just is everything about
Exemplifies
Bullitt.
everything Bullitt.
So it's all voted on by the community, and this year Tony Alonso won it, except he was too busy doing other stuff. So that's irony where I come from.
Yeah.
So he's not here.
Have
So
we
we're gonna
told
re-engrave it.
him?
We may have told him on Tuesday when he was here,
Oh.
or whatever day he was here. And I told him I would give him a call when we were done, but given he's in Carlisle in the rain. Yeah. And it's probably 1 o'clock in the morning at least.
Yes. I say let's call him.
I say. So, there's Tony's award, and we'll get him
Wait.
to,
He's gonna love the picture of you with his award.
Yeah.
Wouldn't anybody?
here, let me hold it.
I knew
Take your shirt off and hold it.
He's already done that. I gotta
He's already rubbed it all over himself.
All right, so the next award is the Dan Hickey Memorial Award. And Dan was a very good friend of ours. And he purchased a black 01 new and went to a lot of the events with us. And again, tragically, he passed away 3 years ago now? Yeah. And we allow we ask his wife to choose someone who, in her opinion, is what Dan is to the community. And Dan was the guy that if you broke down, he always had that part in the trunk, or he was willing to give you his spare tire to get you to wherever you had to go.
Did you meet him, Mike?
So Dan passed away 3 years ago, and whenever Molly's up to it, she chooses a recipient. And it's basically someone who would be the same as what Dan does. And this year's recipient is Charles Jones.
And give Molly a hug. Like Trevor said, we do this for you guys.
Say something. You won the award.
I'm not giving up my spare tire, but I'll call AAA for it.